Welcome to the presentation of the Batseba farm in Svartvatten, Limpopo. The farm is 289 hectares large. We have in front of us now the 10 hectares first, that is prepped but undeveloped. After that, we're now going towards the main buildings, the house and the irrigation hub, as well as the storage and the storage house, garages, etc. And here we start with the first 50 hectares of planted macadamia nuts. These first ones we're seeing now, the 39 hectares, were planted this year. And then we have another 2 hectares that was planted 2 years ago and 9 hectares 1 year ago. So in total, in the past 3 years, we planted 50 hectares of macadamia nuts. Here we're coming up to the workshop area. So we have one larger building, 540 square meters in size, as well as a smaller one there for the dehusking area and the drying area of the macadamias. That's 240 square meters. And we are now turning north towards the undeveloped area, and where we put in a dam in 2018. The dam is 300 meters long, 15 meters wide and 3 meters deep, and it naturally catches all the rainwater that normally comes 2 or 3 times in big heavy rainfalls a year and floods the whole area. So we harness that water and use that for irrigation throughout the farm. We also have several boreholes as a backup, and the strongest borehole is situated right next to this banana-shaped dam, and this has proven enough so far, even though we had a big drought last year, to sustain the 50 hectares of macadamia nuts. Here in front of us we have a triangular shaped area between the plantation and the game camps on the left hand side. The game camps are 50 hectares each and fenced in with electrical fence and divided by a fence in the middle. You can see that looks like an airstrip. That's a fence in the middle. These 50 hectares we have populated with impalas mostly, but we also have nyalas and kudu. We used to have wildebeest on the farm as well. This is a close-up of the now dry dam. It only half filled last year because of the drought, and we only sealed it with silicone after the first rains. So with less than half of the water in the dam, we managed to keep up 6 weeks of irrigation without touching the boreholes. Now we are approaching these are the 9 hectares we're flying over that we planted last year, and the first trees we planted were these that were planted in 2017. So they are coming up on 2 years old since planting, and to the right we see the access road to Svartvatten. We have just put out lime in all the orchards to balance the soil chemicals, nutrients. We had a little bit low calcium and are now rectifying that. And there you can see the pile of lime. And in front of us we have the small warehouse, 240 square meters, and to the left the bigger warehouse where we have the tractors, vehicles and so on, which is 540 square meters. In between there we see our main irrigation hub that is covered by a roof. It's a reservoir where we pump all the water from the dam into there and then distribute it all over the farm. Here we're coming up to the main house with first a garage there, 100 square meter garage for 2 cars and some storeroom. And this is then the main house, is 440 square meters. And to the right there we have a smaller manager's or guest house of 150 square meters. So it might look a little bit arid, which is absolutely normal. We are in the middle of the winter when this footage is taken. And this is then the divider between, well, that's where I'm standing at the moment. To the left hand side we have planted the macadamias, and to the right hand side here it's the 10 hectares that haven't been planted yet. And then not even more to the right, and there's some more undeveloped land that could easily be turned into more macadamia plantations. Since the farm is so flat and the water naturally flows to one end of the farm, it shouldn't be a problem to build even more of these natural encatchments for the water, and thus being able to sustain not only the 50 hectares but another 150 hectares or even 200 hectares of macadamias if one would want to turn this area as well into macadamia farm. We will see in about 2 years' time that the fruit, that the flowers set and we get fruit on the trees, and we have up until that time to prepare about 100 beehives per hectare to ensure proper pollination, cross-pollination between all the trees, and thus ensuring a high yield. Farm is situated 450 kilometers north of Pretoria, almost on the border to Botswana, very close to the Limpopo River. And the area is known for its many hunting farms primarily. Now, game farming has come into a bit of difficulty, and more farms are being converted from game farming to agriculture in this area. The closest store is about 4 kilometers away, where you can find diesel and irrigation supplies and, well, grocery store. But the next major city would be Lephalale, which is 100 k's away. It's 200 k's away from Polokwane. The roads to the farm are, except for the last kilometer, is tar roads, so easy access. Even though it is a bit remote. There are compounds on the premises. I think we have space for 6 to 8 people at any given time, and we're expanding that to another 2 places when we need to start harvesting and so on. I do hope you enjoyed this presentation, and if you would like more information, feel free to contact me at stefan@ostlind.net, STEFAN @ostlind.net, OSTLIND, or give me a call at 071 608 9151. Thank you very much for listening.